On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Server.
A computer program or a device from which other computers get information, a person who serves food in a restaurant.
Examples:
A mail server. Work as a server in a restaurant. After the airing of the TV commercial, many people accessed the website, and the server went down.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Bulb.
A rounded underground storage organ of some plants from which the plant grows, the rounded part of a cylindrical structure, electric lamp consisting of a glass ball.
Examples:
Wet bulb thermometer. A lily bulb. The light bulb has burned out.
Commercialize.
To make something available for sale or use on a large scale.
Examples:
Commercialize my patents. Commercialize idea. The company is trying to commercialize its new product. Encode. To convert information into a code or format suitable for storage or transmission.
Examples:
Encode data. Encode information. The software can encode and decode encrypted messages. Optical. Of or relating to or light or the ability to see. Noun, the science of light and vision, and to instruments and techniques used in the study and application of light.
Examples:
New optical glasses. Optical fiber. The optical illusion made it appear like the building was floating in midair.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Acoustic.
Relating to sound or the sense of hearing.
Examples:
Acoustic properties of a hall. Acoustic guitar. The ground acts as an acoustic barrier against outside sounds.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Inter.
To bury or place a dead body in a tomb or grave, to temporarily detain or imprison someone. Prefix, between or among.
Examples:
Inter a dead body. Interdisciplinary. The funeral director explained the process of how they inter remains after cremation.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Fungible.
Able to be replaced or exchanged with another identical item, uniform and interchangeable in value or use.
Examples:
Fungible securities. Fungible assets. Gold is a fungible commodity, meaning its value is interchangeable with other gold of the same quality and quantity.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
Extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
Complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Thesis.
A written essay, especially one submitted for a university degree, that sets out the author's findings on a particular subject.
Examples:
A drift of a thesis. Master thesis. His thesis on the effects of climate change won several awards.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Viscous.
Having a thick, sticky consistency between solid and liquid, exhibiting resistance to flow.
Examples:
Viscous flow. Highly viscous substance. The viscous liquid poured slowly from the jar.
Medium.
Of a size, amount, or level that is average or intermediate. Noun, a means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information.
Examples:
Medium color. An advertising medium. The medium-sized shirt fits him perfectly.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Postscript.
Also denoted as PS, an additional remark or note added at the end of a letter or other document after the main body has been completed, something that is added as an afterthought or supplemental information.
Examples:
Postscript message. Short postscript. I wrote a postscript at the bottom of the invitation, informing guests to bring their drinks.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
render an assessment, render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.
Conventional.
Based on or following traditional rules, standards, customs, etc.
Examples:
a conventional style, get a conventional loan. She is very conventional in her thoughts.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
a picture frame, the frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Buffer.
A device, material, or person that reduces the impact or effect of an external force or provides protection against harm or damage.
Examples:
a buffer between the quarreling parents. Use a buffer to reduce noise. Using a password manager can act as a buffer against hackers who try to steal your personal information.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
display merchandise, display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
lab instrument, medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Computation.
The act or process of calculating something, especially an answer or amount, by using a machine or calculator.
Examples:
Parallel computation. Theory of computation. The researcher demonstrated the superiority of quantum computation in several mathematical tasks.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Logic.
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
An indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Multiplex.
A cinema complex with several screens or theaters showing different films at the same time, an electronic device that allows several signals to be transmitted or processed simultaneously through a single channel. Adjective, relating to or consisting of multiple interconnected parts or elements.
Examples:
Multiplex telegraphy. Multiplex DNA analysis. The new multiplex cinema has 12 screens showing the latest movies.
Arrange.
To plan, prepare for, and carry out something.
Examples:
Arrange the meeting. The list was arranged alphabetically. I need to arrange plans with him for the celebration.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Quantum.
The smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
Probabilistic quantum theory. Laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
A mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Nucleus.
The central and most important part of something. Biology, a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA and responsible for growth and reproduction. Physics, the very dense central region of an atom.
Examples:
Form a nucleus. The nucleus of a team. DNA is stored in the nucleus of a cell.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Rearrange.
To change the order or position of things already made, to change the time, date, or place of an event already planned.
Examples:
Rearrange the furniture. Rearrange his schedule. Please rearrange these files as we start a new project tomorrow.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
Recognition award. Joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Threshold.
The floor or ground that forms the bottom of a doorway and offers support when passing through a doorway, the smallest detectable sensation.
Examples:
The threshold between rooms. High pain threshold. She's on the threshold of adulthood.
Theorem.
A statement or proposition that can be demonstrated or proved to be true, typically by logical or mathematical reasoning.
Examples:
Corollary theorem. Pythagorean theorem. Gödel's incompleteness theorems prove the limitations of formal systems, including mathematical ones.
Imperfectly.
In a faulty or incomplete way.
Examples:
Imperfectly developed. Imperfectly known disease. He created an imperfectly shaped torso.
Unreliable.
Not able to be trusted or depended on.
Examples:
Prove unreliable. Unreliable source of information. By incorrect assumption, statistics can be notoriously unreliable.
Restore.
To repair or return something or someone to a previous good state or position.
Examples:
Restore order. Restore the emperor to the throne. The military regime has promised to restore democracy as soon as possible.
Analog.
Relating to or using signals or information represented by a continuous physical quantity, such as spatial position, voltage, etc.
Examples:
An analog watch. Digitization of analog sounds. Mercury thermometers are a type of analog sensor.
Differential.
An amount, value, or size of the difference between things that are compared. Adjective, relating to or showing a difference.
Examples:
Differential wages. Differential equation. The two countries pledged to maintain the differential between their two currencies.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples.
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples.
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Transistor.
A semiconductor device that can be used to amplify or switch electronic signals and power, which is an essential component in modern electronics.
Examples.
Transistor radio. Transistor circuit. The invention of the transistor revolutionized the field of electronics.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples.
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Fabricate.
To make something, especially by assembling parts or constructing it from raw materials. To invent and present something false as true or real to deceive someone.
Examples.
Fabricate a chemical. Fabricate an excuse. The detective discovered that the witness had fabricated her story about the crime.
State of the art.
Characterized by the use of the latest and most advanced technology or methods, cutting edge.
Examples.
State-of-the-art technology. State-of-the-art software. The hospital has state-of-the-art equipment and facilities to ensure the best health care for its patients.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples.
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Metal.
A solid material that is typically hard, shiny, malleable, fusible, and ductile, with good electrical and thermal conductivity, and often used as a structural material, a conductor of heat or electricity, or for decorative purposes.
Examples.
Metal fabrication. Precious metal. The construction worker used a metal saw to cut through the stubborn sheet metal.
Wax.
A substance that is solid at room temperature but becomes softer and more pliable when heated, often used in the production of candles, polishes, and cosmetics. Verb, to become large.
Examples.
Wax finish. Wax and wane. He sealed the letter with a wax seal.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Artisan.
A skilled craftsperson or worker who produces handmade or traditionally crafted items, often using specialized tools or techniques. Someone who is skilled in a particular trade or craft.
Examples:
Artisan bakery. Talented artisan. She is known in the community as a skilled artisan in pottery.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone. To identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples:
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Molecular structure. Molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Canon.
A set of rules, principles, or standards by which something is judged or measured.
Examples:
Canon law. Strict canon. The canon of classical literature includes works by Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Homer.
Premature.
Occurring or done too early, happening before the appropriate time, born before the end of a full-term pregnancy.
Examples:
Premature birth. Premature death. The premature baby was small but healthy.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Folding.
Capable of being folded or bent, having one or more sections that can be folded or collapsed for easier storage or transportation.
Examples:
folding knife, folding table. The folding chairs were easy to set up and take down for the event.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples.
Functional specification, engineering specification. The project specifications outlined the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Metrology.
The scientific study and measurement of measurements, standards, and units of physical quantities, particularly about their accuracy and precision.
Examples.
Metrology laboratory, precision metrology. The development of new metrology techniques has revolutionized the field of nanotechnology.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples.
A hand-loomed fabric, fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Replicate.
To make an exact copy of something, to repeat a process or experiment to confirm the results.
Examples.
Replicate the cell, replicate data. The experiment was replicated several times to ensure accuracy.
Template.
A pre-designed file or document used as a starting point for a particular application so that the format does not have to be created from scratch.
Examples.
Template file, template design. The template format provided a useful guide for creating the budget.
Magnitude.
The extent, level, importance, or amount of something.
Examples.
A star of the first magnitude. The magnitude of the disaster. The magnitude of the earthquake was measured at 7.8 on the Richter scale.
Fidelity.
Faithfulness to a person, cause, or thing, loyalty or devotion to a duty or obligation, accuracy or exactness in reproducing or representing something.
Examples.
Fidelity guarantee deposit. High fidelity music. The couple promised each other fidelity in their marriage vows.
Organism.
A tiny living thing.
Examples.
Aerobic organism. Group of organisms. A diversified plant species generally enhances beneficial organism populations.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Cluster.
A group of similar things or people close together, often forming a distinct mass or unit.
Examples:
Live in a cluster. A cluster of stars. A cluster of grapes hung from the vine.
Peptid.
A molecule made up of two or more amino acids linked in a chain, found in the structure of proteins.
Examples:
Peptide chain. Synthesis of peptide. The new drug was developed using a peptide-based formula that targets specific cells in the body.
Assembly.
A group of people who have been elected, especially one that meets regularly and makes decisions or laws for a specific region or country.
Examples:
Assembly line. Assembly hall. This company's assembly plant is an enormous facility.
Magnet.
An object or substance that can attract certain materials, such as iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnet attraction. Permanent magnet. The MRI machine uses magnets to produce images of the body's internal organs.
Nanoscale.
On a scale that can be measured in nanometers, equals 1/1000th of a meter, on a very small scale.
Examples:
Nanoscale device. Things at the nanoscale. This process improves the strength of the metal by controlling the nanoscale lattice structure of the metal.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Emerging.
Starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
Emerging country. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Digit.
One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration, a finger, thumb, or toe.
Examples:
Digit identifier. The digit in the hundreds place. We must enter a 6-digit number to unlock the safe.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Modest.
Having or showing a humble estimate of one's merits, importance, etc., free from vanity, egotism, boastfulness, or great pretensions.
Examples:
Modest income. Only a modest fee. Despite his many achievements, he remained modest and down to earth.
Proposal.
A formal suggestion or offer, sometimes a written one.
Examples:
An innovative proposal. Details of his proposal. Our skeleton outline of the proposal met with much opposition.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
Segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
Break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Supersonic.
Relating to or having a speed above the speed of sound, roughly 767 miles per hour or 1,235 kilometers per hour at sea level.
Examples:
Supersonic aircraft. Supersonic wind tunnel. The spacecraft re-entered the Earth's atmosphere at supersonic speeds.
Jet.
A type of aircraft that is powered by one or more jet engines and can fly at high speeds, typically over long distances.
Examples:
Private jet, commercial jet. The jet flew over the ocean at high speed, reaching its destination in hours.
Eczema.
A type of molecule that is formed through the combination of an excited atom or molecule with a ground state atom or molecule, often used in medical and scientific applications, such as lasers and fluorescent dyes.
Examples:
Excimer molecule, excimer formation. Doctors use excimer lasers to treat certain eye conditions.
Provocative.
Arousing anger, interest, or another strong reaction, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Provocative questions. A provocative smile. His provocative style frequently sparked controversies.
Beg.
To ask for something urgently or earnestly, to appeal to someone to do something.
Examples:
Beg the question. Beg for help. She begged her parents to let her go to the concert.
Semester.
One of the periods that the school or university divided into, especially in the US and Australia, a half-year term.
Examples:
End of the semester. During the semester breaks. We must complete all of these courses in the following semester.
Sculptor.
An artist who creates sculptures, three-dimensional objects, or forms.
Examples:
Sculptor studio. Renowned sculptor. The famous sculptor used various tools to carve the marble into the desired shape.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Buddy.
A close friend, a partner, especially one of a pair or team.
Examples:
My golf buddy. Buddy movie. He was the first buddy in the military training camp.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done, noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Portable.
Easily moved or carried, able to be transported from one location to another.
Examples:
Portable charger. Portable gas stove. The portable generator was essential during the camping trip.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Parrot.
A tropical bird with a curved beak and the ability to mimic sounds, often kept as a pet and trained to copy the human voice.
Examples:
Repeat like a parrot. A talking parrot. She keeps a parrot in a bird cage as a pet.
Surf.
To ride on or through waves while standing or lying down on a board or other object. To search or browse the internet or other computer networks in a casual or aimless manner.
Examples:
Surf the internet. Surf the waves. I'll surf the online store to see if I can find that item in a different color.
Alarm.
A loud noise or an automatic signal that warns people of danger. A device that signals the occurrence of some undesirable event or particular danger.
Examples:
Give the alarm. An alarm clock. The alarm announcing an enemy attack went off this morning.
Wrestling.
A sport in which two contestants grapple and try to throw each other to the ground.
Examples:
Wrestling match. Arm wrestling. He had always been interested in sumo wrestling and decided to try it.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Brick.
A rectangular block of baked clay used as a building material.
Examples:
Brick wall. Dressed brick. The wall was made of hard bricks that had been used for centuries.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Ken.
Knowledge, perception, understanding, or range of sight. Verb, to be aware of or know.
Examples:
Within my ken. Ken of the person. He had a good ken of the city and could easily find his way around.
Inventory.
A complete list of all the items or goods held in stock by a business or organization, the act of making such a list.
Examples:
Inventory control. Annual inventory. The store manager took inventory of the products on the shelves to know what needed restocking.
Payroll.
A list of a company's employees and their salaries or wages, the total amount of money paid by a company to its employees regularly.
Examples:
Payroll system. Payroll tax. The company's payroll department processed the paychecks every 2 weeks.
Bankrupt.
Unable to pay one's debts, having been reduced to a state of financial ruin, lacking in something essential or fundamental.
Examples:
Bankrupt business. Financially bankrupt. Unfortunately, the company went bankrupt and had to close its doors permanently.
Personalize.
To make something or an experience specific to an individual or group, often through adding personal details or tailoring it to their preferences or needs. To add personal details or information to something.
Examples:
Personalize social media profile. Personalize my workspace. I like to personalize my phone case with a picture of my dog.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples:
Horseback trek. Trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Hijack.
To seize control of an airplane or other vehicle during an operation, especially with violence.
Examples:
Hijack a helicopter. Hijack a phone number. He made a desperate effort to hijack an airliner.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Requirement.
Something that is needed or wanted.
Examples:
Meet requirement. School requirement. What is the entry requirement for this course?
Outreach.
An effort to extend help or services to people who may not be aware of them, often in a targeted manner. The process of establishing connections and communication with a wider community or audience. Verb, to reach out or make contact with people or groups to offer help, support, or information.
Examples:
Community outreach. Student outreach. The nonprofit organization's outreach program helps the homeless community by providing necessities.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Approximate.
Nearly accurate or correct, but not completely so.
Examples:
Linear approximate equation. Approximate time. The approximate cost of the project was estimated to be around $500,000.
Plot.
A secret plan or scheme to achieve a specific goal. The plan or main story of a literary work. Verb, to plan secretly, usually something illegal.
Examples:
Plot line. Plot a surprise attack. The plot of the novel centers around a group of friends who uncover a conspiracy to control the world's water supply.
Copper.
A chemical element that is a soft, malleable, and ductile metal with very high thermal and electrical conductivity.
Examples:
Copper alloy. Copper belt. He made the old copper coins shine.
Electromagnetic.
Of or relating to the magnetism produced by electric charge in motion.
Examples:
Electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic properties. His hypothesis concerns the role of an electromagnetic field in human health.
Micron.
A unit of measurement equal to 1/1,000,000th of a meter, used for measuring the size of particles and microorganisms.
Examples:
Micron measurements. Micron imaging. The width of a single human hair is around 100 microns.
Numerical.
Relating to, expressed, or denoted by a number.
Examples:
3D numerical simulation. The numerical keypad. The numerical value of pi is approximately 3.14.
Controller.
A person or device that manages or regulates the operation of a system, equipment, or machine, a high-level position within an organization responsible for overseeing management, operations, and reporting.
Examples:
Controller board. Financial controller. The gaming controller was the missing piece I needed to enjoy my video games fully.
Microsecond.
1/1,000,000 equals 0.000001 of a second.
Examples:
At a microsecond rate. 10 millimeters per microsecond. This process all happens within a microsecond.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
A heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Unused.
Not being used or never having been used.
Examples:
A bullet left unused. An unused place. The old entrance area is now unused.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Modify.
To change something slightly, such as a plan, option, law, etc., especially to make it more suitable for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Genetically modify food. Modify my behavior. We use adverbs to modify verbs and adjectives.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
musical instruments, surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
a mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
On demand.
Available as needed or requested, often referring to products or services that can be accessed or delivered instantly or with minimal delay.
Examples:
on-demand transportation. On-demand delivery. Many consumers prefer on-demand streaming services over traditional cable TV.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool, communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Hands-on.
Actively involved, practical, having hands involved in the doing or making of something.
Examples:
hands-on activity. Take a hands-on approach. The hands-on workshop allowed attendees to work with tools and materials, developing their skills in a hands-on environment.
Informal.
Relaxed, casual, or unofficial in style or manner, not ceremonious or strict in adherence to rules or conventions, suitable for ordinary or everyday occasions.
Examples:
informal setting, informal attire. The company's casual and informal work environment encourages creativity and collaboration.
Sensor.
A device that receives a signal or stimulus such as heat, pressure, light, motion, etc., and responds to it in a specific manner.
Examples:
motion sensor lighting, an image sensor. This automatic door could no longer be opened due to a sensor failure.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
refuse a request, refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
a civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Stack.
A pile of something arranged or laid one on top of another, a large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated.
Examples:
high stack. A large stack of paper. The earthquake caused a stack of lumber to crumble noisily.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Turbine.
A machine that rotates to generate power from fluids such as water or gas.
Examples:
Turbine energy. Turbine airfoil. The wind turbines were spinning rapidly, generating clean energy for the nearby town.
Conversion.
The act or process of changing something from one thing to another, the state of being changed.
Examples:
Conversion rate. Conversion therapy. The developer's conversion of the old factory into a modern loft apartment complex was a major success.
Antenna.
An electrical device that sends or receives radio or television signals. Biology, one of one or more pairs of appendages used for sensing in insects.
Examples:
Antenna of insect. Extend the TV antenna. He had a special antenna for public relations.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Kit.
A set of tools, supplies, or equipment for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Survival kit. A first aid kit. I bought a new tool kit for my home repair projects.
Cardboard.
A stiff, thick material made from compressed paper pulp used to make boxes and other packaging materials.
Examples:
Cardboard box. Cardboard cutout. I made a cardboard box to store my winter clothes in.
Tribal.
Relating to a social group or tribe, especially a preliterate society.
Examples:
Tribal culture. Tribal community. The tribal leaders gathered for a summit to discuss important issues.
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples:
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Mainframe.
A large and powerful computer with a lot of memory used primarily by large organizations for critical applications.
Examples:
Mainframe computer. Mainframe operating system. IBM has consistently been a significant supplier of mainframes for a long time.
Projection.
The act of calculating or guessing, or the state of being estimated, any solid shape or object that juts out from something, an image on a screen cast from something.
Examples:
Draw a projection chart. Projection mapping. The weather forecast includes a projection of the high and low temperatures for the next week.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Hush.
To make or become silent, especially by urging or persuading others to be quiet or by speaking softly or gently, to keep something secret or confidential.
Examples:
Hush for a while. Hush up a case. Please hush your voice so that the baby can sleep.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency. Intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Bay.
A part of the coast that is partially enclosed by land, a compartment or section of a ship or building.
Examples:
Bay Area. The mouth of a bay. She walked along the bay and collected shells.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She's the president of a large international organization.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Outgrow.
To grow too large for something, to grow taller or faster than another person.
Examples:
Outgrow my coat. Outgrow its usefulness. Bamboo will soon outgrow the other plants.
Barn.
A large agricultural building used for the storage of crops, equipment, or livestock.
Examples:
A barn for cows. Barn door. The farmer stored his hay in the red wooden barn.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Micro.
Extremely small in scale or scope, 1/1,000,000th.
Examples:
Microbubble. Microforce sensor. This approach employs both micro and macro analysis methods.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Fan.
A person who admires and supports a person, group, sport, sports team, etc., a device for creating a current of air by the movement of a surface or surfaces.
Examples:
A film fan. Engine cooling fan. I'm a big fan of French food.
Partnership.
The state of a cooperative relationship between people or groups, especially in business.
Examples:
Partnership across the Atlantic. Establish a partnership. The military partnership between the two countries created tension in the international community.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Top-down.
Controlled or implemented from the highest level of authority or management.
Examples:
Top-down management. Top-down approach. The top-down management approach could have been more effective in implementing organizational changes.
Grassroots.
Of or relating to the ordinary people in a society or an organization as constituting a fundamental political and economic group.
Examples:
A grassroots movement for nuclear disarmament. The grassroots factor in making the decision. The feeling among the company's grassroots is that the CEO is not radical enough.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Inventive.
Able to come up with novel and unique ideas.
Examples:
Have the inventive talent. Inventive approach. All language around the world is consistently inventive, but not intrusive.
Locally.
In or to a specific or limited area or region, focused or restricted to a particular locality or community.
Examples:
Buy locally. Support locally. The restaurant sources its ingredients locally, ensuring freshness and supporting local farmers.
Loom.
To appear or take shape as a large, especially in a frightening way.
Examples:
Loom over the global economy. Loom on the horizon. The issue of divorce loomed large in his mind.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
Bug bites. Number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Expression.
The act of conveying thoughts, feelings, or ideas using words, facial expressions, body language, or art, a look or gesture that conveys a particular emotion or mood.
Examples:
Artistic expression. Expression of interest. His facial expression showed a mix of surprise and confusion.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.